We watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The economy is recovering, and it's recovering at a rapid rate, and the profits growth are going to be very, very strong.
Really? Wow, that's nice.
And what you're left with when all of the dust settles and the economy reopens is a healthy consumer and a healthy corporate balance sheet.
Oh, really? Yeah, healthy. Yeah, healthy corporate balance sheet. Corporations are so screwed right now. The debt is historic. They're not paying their debt down. And the consumer, unless you own your own home, let me put it this way here. If you go back to the housing crash, and when everybody lost their, not everybody, but most people lost their homes, and we had about 10 million people going to foreclosure. They're dead. Those people gained nothing. They gained nothing with this whole stock market rally. They gained nothing. And they gained nothing with the housing rally. Nothing. As a matter of fact, they're getting screwed because do you know why they are, and they're not going to talk about this, these dopes on the Business News Network, why they have increased the money supply by 25%? Because that's the amount of value you lost purchasing power. That's right. Unless you already owned your home. In other words, if you never lost your home into foreclosure, and then you picked up these gains from February 2020 to now, you're doing terrific. But if anybody is on a fixed income, he's on a salary, and you lost your home, and you have not picked up a home, you didn't get back into a house, you didn't get that, create that equity, and you have no stock, which very few people have stock. People don't understand that. They make it sound like when you put on CNBC or Fox Business, everybody's got stock. Everybody owns stock. Oh, Phil, everybody's in a 401k. No, that's not true. 50% of the people that are in 401k don't participate. They don't even participate in the 401k. They can't. Expenses. Too much. Healthcare, housing, everything. When they tell you that inflation's at 2%, that's a big, bold-faced lie. Are you kidding me? 2%? What are you, nuts? How can inflation be at 2%? That's impossible. Impossible. I mean, look at the cost of housing. If you go back to, last July, just 1 month, housing prices went up, 22%? Just in 1 month? So the point is, if you caught this rally in 2020, in let's say March of 2020, this 45% rally from March 2020 today, and you were in the stock market and you caught that rally, you had stock, you're doing terrific. If your home didn't go into foreclosure between 2002 and 2015, your house didn't go into foreclosure, you caught that big move. So if you're in the stock market and you're in a home, you're doing terrific. But that's few people. That's very few people. Most of those people have a net worth of $125,000. That's not America. Those people have, not net worth, an annual income of $125,000. As I said yesterday, all these home sales that you keep hearing about, this isn't Joe Suckface going down there to the bank and saying, "Can I pick my payment? What's the late payment? How much is the late payment?" These aren't subprime people who are buying homes. The subprime people, they're gone. They never recovered. Their house was going with foreclosure. 2006, 2015. That's gone. They never bought a house again. They've been renting, the poor souls. They're renting. So if you were not in the stock market like the majority of the people, and you didn't catch that move in housing like the majority of people in this country are screwed. That's right. The only place you can make money right now to keep up with the inflation, which is huge, and inflation, remember, is not the increase of, or the price increase on food, or the price increase on buying a house, or price increase on a car. No, that's not inflation. The inflation is the dollar, meaning how much value have you lost on your dollar. And the dollar value it's just getting crushed, because all this money they've been printing for stimulus, that kills your dollar. The purchasing power of your dollar is dead, because they're printing so much money. It's incredible. All of this money they're printing, 5 trillion, 7 trillion, money supply, 20, nobody cares. They just keep printing this money. So if you're in the stock market, you're great. You're in good shape. If you kept your house and never going for it, you're in great shape. But that's very few people. And the other thing that's interesting, that really gets me upset, nobody's talking about QE anymore. It's all stimulus. Wait a minute. You better start talking about QE, because they're going to continue QE as we go up to the crash. That's right, as we go up to the crash, not down to the crash, as we go up to the crash. Remember, QE is a confidence game. They didn't stop QE. Remember, QE is where they go and they print all this money and take that money and they buy treasuries to keep interest rates down to zero, so that the very wealthy where the Federal Reserve and the corrupt Congress work together to enrich themselves and the CEOs of companies and their political party. But they're destroying the standard of living of the hard-working guy on Main Street whose income, combined income, is average about $48,000, him and his wife. That's real America. That's Main Street America. That's most of America. They're getting screwed. They're on wages. If you're on wages, there's no way for you to make up all this inflation that's going on with your dollar. So I want you to think about it. They increased the amount of money that they're injecting, the money supply, by 25% because the average person has lost 25% purchasing power of his dollar. I mean, go and take a look at what medicine is costing you, what a prescription costs you. I mean, just look at. This is crazy. Things are getting very, very expensive. But remember, nobody's talking about QE anymore. You better talk about it because this is what's going to take this country down. This is what's going to put us into the biggest crash ever. Congress, with the Federal Reserve gangsters, their partners and CEOs, are in a scheme of printing money to keep purchasing these 10-year treasuries, to keep pushing these interest rates down. Look at these yields. They're going up. Every time they try to push them down, they go right back up. They're trying to push them down. The 10-year treasury yield was, 1.7%. August was 0.58, 58 points. Now it's 175 points. Are you kidding me? That's killing the average guy. His purchasing power is getting so screwed. So, if you're not in the market, I don't know what you do. If you're on wages, I don't know. We'll be right back with a lot more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Now, remember, today's Friday, so tonight I will post by 6:30. This will be my number 11th, my 11th edition of How Close Are We Now Getting to the Crash? And I do it every Friday. So just go in, check it out. It's free. And I identify the little things that happen during the week that is getting us closer to this crash. So you're going to be prepared for it. You don't pay. This is free. You're going to be prepared. Because if you're with me, you're going to know when that crash is ready to happen. You're going to know. My members will tell you that. Now, understand what's going on right now. Everybody is continuing to work on stimulus. That's all they talk about, stimulus, because stimulus, remember, is like, we have two drugs in the stock market. QE is the drug of choice. That's the constant drug that gives the market the high. The market keeps injecting QE all the time to get that high. Then they just started a year ago, this month, with a new drug, stimulus. But it's the party drug. It doesn't do anything. It just gets you high, boom, that's the end of it. It doesn't sustain. You can't sustain that high. The market can't sustain a high with it. It's a bunch of nonsense. It just gets you a shot, boom, it's over. But it's that QE. And nobody's talking about how the QE is killing you. And when I hear this kind of nonsense like this, I mean, it's unbelievable.
The economy is recovering, and it's recovering at a rapid...
And that's a total lie. The economy is not recovering. No. certain people are doing very, very well in this economy. But overall, the economy's not recovering. The people who never had their house foreclosed on, they never sold it on a distressed price, they've kept it. And the people who stayed in the stock market, didn't get out in 2008, 2010, 2015, they are making a boatload of money. They're going to give it all back in the stock market, though. Not going to do them any good because they don't. 85% of them won't know when to get out. There's some people that made, a lot of money, but they're going to give it all back during the crash because they don't know when to get out. But remember, there's very few people who are enjoying this because the average guy on the street, he's screwed because $7 trillion in printed money. They've increased on top of that the money supply by 25%. That's destroying the average guy who has no equity in his house, who works on wages. He has no way to speculate to offset the terrible inflation we have right now. 2% inflation. What a joke that is. Are you kidding? If you're in the stock market right now, you should be staying with these stocks, and I tell my members this all the time. One of them is A&F. We call it power stocks that are making new annual highs. That's where the big institutions, the biggest banks, the big hedge funds, the big insurance, that's where they're parking their money, on stocks that are making a new high. That's where you want to be. And then obviously you got to make sure you know when to get out. Now, when you hear something like this in the market, listen to this.
The time's now not to abandon technology entirely, but to have the proper balance in a portfolio.
Give me a break. What's the proper balance? Please, give me a break. Tell me the proper balance. You know how they're going to tell you, these planners, come on in, I'm going to balance your portfolio. I'm going to balance your portfolio. What do you mean balance my portfolio? Like it's a little ball on the end of a seal's nose? You're going to balance it? What do you mean? What a bunch of BS that is. They're going to balance your portfolio. They're come on in the office. We're going to balance things. Let me tell you something. When the market goes down, there's no place to hide. You're dead. There's no place to hide unless you know how to sell short. Don't ever fall for that nonsense. We're going to balance your portfolio. Bunch of garbage just for an opportunity for them to make more money. And by the way, technology? What difference? He says don't abandon technology. What do you mean abandon it? What are you going to do? Abandon it? Just go to another country or something? Take your head and put it in the sand? Take your garbage pail, put your head down there and put the cover on? Is that what you mean? Abandon it? How do you abandon it? It's a stock. You have stocks. You select your stock. So the stock, you never fall in love with a stock. You go to the stock, whether it's a tech stock, whether it's an airline stock, whether it's a Las Vegas stock, you go to the stock where the institutions are putting their money. And that's the beautiful thing about what we do. We follow the money. So just like when we made money with our Las Vegas Seniors, we made a 40% return. Nobody wanted those stocks back then. We bought them. They're beautiful with them. You don't fall in love with any stock. What you do is you identify where is the money going. What stocks? What area of the stock? Where are they going? Are they going to oil? Are they going into housing? Are they going? Where are the big institutions put money? That's what you do. That's what you follow, and that's what my software does. It identifies where the money's going. But more important, it tells you when the hell to get out, when to get out, and none of you know when to get out. You don't. And this idea of buying out a pullback, buying out a dip, is just totally stupid. It's stupid. Buying a dip. Now, there's some good stock opportunities. Always a good stock opportunity. But most people, they can't enjoy it. They're not making money in the stock market because they can't afford to be in the market. It's sad. Because right now, being in the stock market, in the last year, the amount of money you can make in the market is incredible. But you got to start remembering, start thinking about the QE gang, the confidence gang. If you don't start thinking about QE again, and all you're thinking about is more stimulus, the next stimulus, and you're going to get rich, you're going to really get hurt. QE is going to sneak up on everybody and just kill them, believe me, financially. More on that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, this week here, I had my members, when they announced when they signed off on the stimulus, they said, let's go buy some restaurants. They're going to take off. They did. Starbucks, McDonald's, all of them, they all went up. And then I said, okay, let's rotate out of those now, and we're going to start selling short oil. Now remember, we made our members on oil, okay, the actual energy oil plus the oil stocks, oil service stocks, and the energy stocks like XOM. We probably made an average of about 35% return. We got into those when nobody wanted them. That was last March. And so now oil, okay, it's over for oil. There's no demand for oil. Oil didn't go up because there's demand, because the economy's going to grow 10%. And by the way, when you hear this, we're
going to get nominal growth in the U.S. economy this year, maybe 10%.
All right, listen to me. I want you to envision climbing up a 20-foot ladder and bring up a tennis ball. Drop the ball. What's going to happen? She's going to go down, right, 20 feet, and she's going to bounce up, probably come up 19 feet. Then she's going to go back down, come up about 18. You go back down, come up about 12, right? And then all the way down to it's nothing. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. If you go back and look and go to when this whole mess started, when Trump left office, okay, right before Trump left office, remember, we had our economy only grew 1.9%. If you go all the way, 2.9%. And remember, they said he had the best economy in history at 2.9%, right? 2.9%. Now they said it's going to go to 10%. How are you going to go to 10% when he had 2.9%? He had the best economy ever, best jobs ever, best everything ever, right? So how are you going to go to 10%? Because they're lying to you. Because remember, when the market dropped a year ago, down 35%, then she came back up 31%. Then she came back down, then back up, back down, until all of a sudden it's going to dribble down. So if it hits 10%, it's not going to sustain it. Bunch of liars. Not going to sustain it. Can't sustain it. So don't listen to that stuff. All you want to know is, what stock should I be in? And when should I get out of it? And that's what we do here at Phil's Gang. That's simple. Try it for 10 days, free. We just tell you what stock to be in and when to get out. We don't just follow, we don't listen to CNBC in the morning or listen to Fox Business and their hot stocks. Are you nuts? We follow the money. Now, also remember what is going on. As I said, QE is what started in 2008, printing all this money. And its printing of money has been so damaging, it has destroyed you. Unless you, as I said, were a homeowner and you're lucky enough you didn't get foreclosed on, and you stayed in that same home from 2008 to 2020, you did fabulous. If you were in stocks from 2008, stayed in your stocks, worked your stocks, you did fabulous. But there's very, very few people who did that. Now, remember, this QE is a bad deal. this printing of money and dropping interest rates to zero to help with the CEO. Remember, all this does is a confidence game where the Federal Reserve and our corrupt Congress work together. They work together to enrich themselves and their political party. At the same time, that destroys the standard of living of you, the hardworking guy on Main Street who's making a household common wage of, let's say, $55,000. A combined income of $55,000 or less. You're so screwed. They screwed you. Now, Congress, with the Federal Reserve, the gangsters, their partners, the CEOs, as I say, are in a scheme of printing money. So you got Congress, people like Pelosi and all the rich people in Congress, okay? The Federal Reserve, they partner with them. They partner with the CEOs, Wall Street and the corporations. And the scheme is to print all this money to purchase 10-year treasuries, to push interest rates down so the rates go down on the corporate debt of companies in which people like Pelosi and her husband owned, and all these people in Congress. Now, this, in turn, artificially pushes the stock price up. So you got to know, that's great. Now, it's not price discovery. It used to be price discovery where you and I would bid against each other, and then the price, we'd decide on the price. That's gone. It's all artificial now. They decide where the price is going to be. So in turn, they artificially push the stock price up much higher. Now, that enriches the members of Congress, like Pelosi and her husband. It enriches their party, enriches the CEOs, including their Wall Street partners. Now, they're the ones that make it all the money. Now, all these people in Congress and the CEOs, they're making a fortune. Now, but for them to make money, they got to destroy your standard of living. They got to keep printing money. See what's going on? So Pelosi and all these people you see in Congress, the senators, they're making a fortune. But to make the money, they got to destroy you. They got to destroy you. Because they got to print money. And if you're on a fixed income, you're screwed. So they don't care. They're destroying you, the Main Street family, because of all these fake stock prices that keep going up higher and higher. It's all fake. And they only could do that by keeping interest rates low. They only keep interest rates low by printing money, gobs of money, and going in and buying treasuries, keep interest rates low in those treasuries so they can keep these rates very, very, very low. Only benefits them. Now, this destroys the purchasing power of your dollars. Every dollar you have is destroyed that purchasing power. But they do that on purpose because that's the only way they can get rich. You see? So now you need more of these dollars to pay down your debt, whatever debt you have. Because remember, every time they print money, and now remember what the stimulus is. The stimulus is different than QE. The stimulus is future debt on your back. So now you got even more debt on your back. And you got to meet that you got to meet higher health care costs, higher education costs, higher food costs, prescription drug costs. Are you kidding me? 2%? Give me a break. How about 17%? Now, the difference is everybody else doesn't care because they can speculate. So if they've held their house since 2008, 2009, 2010, and they've been in the stock market, they're making a lot of money because they can speculate. They can always make extra money. They don't care about inflation. They can always make extra money. A person on wages who gets a check, he can't do that. So what you got to do is you got to start getting in the stock market, even just a little bit. If all you did is join the gang and all you did is buy the spiders, get out of it. If you got a 401k, get out of it. So remember, most people can't afford to speculate. In other words, turn $1 into 20. And if you can't do that, you're getting clobbered. And that's why this market is going to crash like never before. Because your standard of living is deteriorating. That's right. In the past 13 years, the middle class is gone. They've contracted 28%. No, they never talk about that either, do they? So look, These people, okay, are crazy. Comrade AOC, Comrade Sanders, they think they got all the answers. They're going to fix everything, right? With socialism, right? Oh, we can make some money on that. We can make some money on that. And if you're a member of my gang, you will make money. Look, join my gang free for 10 days. Just follow the portfolio that we're in. The portfolio that we're in, just join us. Follow it. That's all. Don't go off the reservation. We'll talk more about that when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Remember, tonight at 6:30, I will be posting my 11th edition of the stock market crash. I'm going to do this right up to the actual crash, and it's free, so you can tell how close we're getting to it, what the clues are every week. I go through the week, pick out the clues, and that should help everybody so you don't get hurt. Now, if you join my gang over the weekend, there's two stocks we're going to be working with starting next week. We're already working with them now, is USB, okay, US Bancorp, and Ultra, symbol MO. Now, those are looking very, very good. Money's going into those. Look very, very nice. And also A&F, Abercrombie and Fitch. So you got three nice stocks there, making new highs. That's where you want to be. Please don't do it on your own. Okay? Join the gang free for 10 days. Just do it on paper, and you'll see what we show you, what we tell you to do based on our color-coded chart, when to buy, when to add to your position, when to take some profits, when to add some more. We do what everybody always hopes. Please give me a good stock and just tell me when to add to it and tell me, when to get out. That's what we do. We do a video every day on our portfolio. I tell you that's exactly what it is. We tell you when to buy it, when to get in, when to add to your position, when to maybe add some more. And we're targeting people who just don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. But you've got to be in the stock market, especially if you're on wages. I don't know how you're going to survive, because inflation isn't 2%. It's double digits. Now, I want to finish up, too, with this. Remember what they're going to come up with now. Comrades, AOC and Sanders and the rest of them, you're going to start hearing very soon now. Bernie Sanders, Warren, the socialists, they're going to want to increase the employment benefits. That's what you're going to head now. We've got to increase the employment benefits. Yeah, no. More unemployment benefits. We got to increase the amount of food stamps. Because here's what they believe. They believe that if you increase food stamps, if you increase the unemployment benefits, that's going to increase consumption and the economy's going to grow. How stupid are they? But people believe it. The problem is the little bit of growth you do get. Remember, you get a lot of growth of disincentivizing productivity and savings. Yeah, right. When you do that, you disincentivize people from working, from being productive. Unbelievable. So this is the next thing you're going to do. So again, more money printing. And unless you're in the stock market, or you've owned a home all the way through that 2008, your home was never foreclosed on, you're so screwed. Because you can't keep up with this terrible inflation. Remember, take a look at the value of your dollar. Take a look at what's going on with that dollar of yours. Okay? It's gone down. You've been affected by about 25%. Yeah, 25%. You think all the stimulus is free? No, it's not. You're going to get hit hard. See, stimulus, they never learn. The government. Stimulus spending, government spending always fails, because when the government is going to spend, they got to take the money from somewhere to pay for it. How stupid. Each dollar Congress injects into the economy, if he's going to do more food stamps or whatever, they either got to tax us to get our money to pay for it, or they got to borrow it from China. They got to do something. So if the government borrows the money, okay, what they'll do is they'll say to you, I'll sell you a treasury. Now that means that money, so let's say there's 10 people, they have $100,000 each, and the government needs to borrow that money because they want to provide more food stamps. So now these 10 people, $1 million, that $1 million they're going to take and invest it into a private investment to employ people and so forth. No. Instead, they said, okay, instead of that, every dollar, they're going to give it to the government. They're going to loan the money to the government. When they loan the money to the government, that $1 million is not invested into our economy. You lose. And so people who aren't in the same house you're in since 2008, you're not in the stock market, you're screwed. It's like when they say every $1 billion in highway stimulus can create 47,000 new construction jobs. What a lie. How stupid is that statement? Every dollar Congress spends, again, must first come from somewhere else. So when they say every $1 billion in highway stimulus, it can create 47,000 new jobs, wait a minute. No, they're canceled out because you're taking that money from somewhere else. And no jobs from somewhere else. Every dollar Congress spends must first come from somewhere else. Think about it. Congress must first borrow that $1 billion from a private economy, which will then lose just as many jobs. They pick up 47,000 jobs on one side, but they lose 47,000 jobs on the other side. These are morons that we have running this country. That's why we need term limits. That's unbelievable. These are the same people who believe if you remove water from one end of your swimming pool and pour it in the other end of the swimming pool, it will not rise. The overall water level will not rise. They really believe this. These are government workers. So if you remove water from one end of your swimming pool and pour it in the other end, it will not rise, or raise, I should say, the overall water level. That's what they believe. How stupid are these people? Here's another thing. Buttigieg, whatever his name is. Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation, Buttigieg. You know what he said last week? He said, you don't have to worry about where the stimulus money goes. Just put money out there. And as long as people use it to consume, the economy is going to get better. So he actually said that you could take 10 people who are digging a ditch and just say, dig a ditch, and now fill it back in. All they do all day long, dig the ditch, fill it back in. Dig it, fill it back in. So when you give them a stimulus check, as long as they get a stimulus check, it doesn't matter where the money's going. They'll spend. How stupid is that? So they don't even target the money that they print for stimulus to go to an area where we can get economic growth. Can you imagine? They don't target an area of our economy to make sure, okay, if they're going to put $1 million over here, we're going to put it there, but we better get economic growth out. No, he believes, this Buttigieg believes, or Buggy Boo, he believes that you dig a ditch, take the dirt, put it back in. Dig it out, put it back in. Doesn't matter. As long as you give those, they get money and they take that money and spend it. So look, all you need to do is this. Just join my gang for 10 days. That's all. Give me the color-coded chart. Over a 10-day period, you're going to see how this works. There's no place like the stock market. With the tremendous inflation we're having right now. Remember, your wages are not going up. Your wages aren't going up. But if you went to buy a house today, you're screwed. If you don't have a house, you went to buy a house, because homes went up, 14%, 20%. Everything's gone up. You're screwed. The only place you can get ahead is in the stock market. Because if you're getting a paycheck every week, how are you getting it? You can't get ahead. Because the cost of everything, or your dollar, I should say, the purchasing power of the dollars in your wallet are declining so rapidly. Go to the supermarket. Buy a bag of potato chips. 3/4 of the bag right now is air. That's what they're doing. They're putting all air in these bags. I tasted some air the other night with some Coca-Cola. I never tasted such good air. Popped it open, all air in the bag. Had 2 chips, potato chips on the bottom. Stupid. Join my gang, Phil's gang. Try for 10 days free. And it will make sure you're in the right stocks at the right time, and better yet, you're out of those stocks when you should be out. 85% of people lose money because you don't know when to get out. That stops here. That stops now. And what begins is you're going to help yourself, and I hope you help St. Jude's. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.